Wide world of internet, it is the end of another fantastic year. My name's Anthony Mitchell, and I'd like to welcome you to the bedroom. What can I say? From movies to music to books to all sorts, this year has been pretty fantastic. Basically, this is my year in review show. I'm just gonna tell you what I think about certain things, and we'll go from there. We'll start off with the more generic lists. Let's start with Best Movie of 2010. For Best Movie, I can't really choose. It's more of a two best films that one actor has starred in. So, my best two films of 2010 are Shutter Island, directed by Martin Scorsese, and Inception, directed by Christopher Nolan. What I love about Inception is the way that he takes this idea of the dream world and he applies things that you know but you don't really think about. When Leonardo DiCaprio talks to Ellen Page at the coffee shop, he says, "How did you get here? You never really remember how you got somewhere in a dream." And that's so true. Like, even when I dream, I can't remember how I got there sometimes. It's buzzy. And the visuals of that film are absolutely amazing. The cast of that film must be one of the most standout casts ever. Shutter Island's very different for DiCaprio because, whereas in Inception he's very aware of his secrets and stuff, he's not as aware in Shutter Island. I won't spoil it, but it's got a very good plot line, and yeah, it's fantastic. Watch that movie. Album of the year? That one's a hard one, because I think I'm going to have to split it again, because I listen to two very different types of music. Best sort of metalcore, whatever album of the year is by 4 Year Strong. It's called Enemy of the World. It has so many of those anthem type songs that everyone can get into, that everyone can learn, that everyone can sing along to. And I just think that the album is so upbeat, so amazing, that it's definitely one of my favourite albums. But it probably doesn't beat Blue Sky Noise by Circa Survive. I don't know if any of you listen to Circa Survive, and a lot of you will try and hate them, but their lyrics, their music, the way the guitars blend and make this one amazing sound, it's absolutely great. And Anthony Green, no matter how high his voice can go, has one of the best lyrical abilities in the world and one of the best vocal abilities in the world. Like, Game of the Year. Now, if you don't like video games, skip a minute. But Game of the Year, it's hard, because I haven't really played a game this year that I've really gotten into, FPS-wise. So, Black Ops, yeah, the storyline was good, but I just haven't been able to get into the multiplayer, and I think the multiplayer you have to account for because that's part of the game. New Vegas, yeah, it's alright, but it's Fallout 3 all over again. Dead Rising 2, same. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, it's a good game. The multiplayer really surprised me. But I think my best game for this year, and there's one person out there that I know will absolutely agree with me, is NBA 2K11. It's a basketball game, and I love basketball, so maybe I'm a bit biased. But the mechanics of the game, everything works. Nothing's broken in it. If you like basketball or you like sports games and you're looking for the best one that came out this year, NBA 2K11. That's where it's at. Best book of the year. My favourite book of the year is a book called Room. Not The Room, for those of you watching that love Tommy Wiseau. It's a book about a 4-year-old boy that turns 5 in the book. And his mum was kidnapped and put into a garden shed, and it's been locked and she can't get out. And obviously bad acts ensue, and she gets pregnant and she has this child. The first part of the book is different from the second part of the book. You'll understand when you read it. But it's all told from the perspective of this 5-year-old boy, and it's a really unique experience having a sort of a first-person view from this boy. And I think that anyone that reads this book will sort of feel the same way. That imagine being that young and being trapped in a room, and all you know is this 5x5 room, and it's a great read. So, Room, read that if you haven't yet. Biggest news story of 2010. For the international scene, it's probably WikiLeaks, because that's going to do the most damage. But for me, it's got to be close to home. And I know it sucks, but it was the two disasters that happened this year. The Christchurch earthquake and the Pike River mine disaster. To have two things like that happen to New Zealand in the same year is really devastating. Christchurch is only just recovering. There's still a long way to go for them. And Greymouth on the west coast is going to be suffering the repercussions from this incident for a long time. What am I looking forward to in 2011? The Rugby World Cup. Multiple video games that are coming out. Mass Effect 3, I'm looking at you too. I'm looking forward to going to Unitec to start studying film. I'm looking forward to spending time with my girlfriend. I'm looking forward to reading new books, watching new movies, listening to new music. I'm looking forward to what the future holds. And I hope you are too. Below, I want you to comment about what you think 2010 was like. I want you to tell me your favourite movie, your favourite album, your favourite book, your favourite video game if you play them, and the top news story for 2010. And I'll be responding to those. Make a video response if you want to. That'd be cool. One last quick shout out. The New Zealand YouTube community, please come back. I'm looking forward to meeting some of you next year. Hopefully we can have a meetup. Go to nzyt.wordpress.com. That is the Ryan Lamont's blog. He is blogging about the New Zealand YouTube community. I'm going to give him the link to this video so that he can put it on his page, so that everyone can start to watch New Zealand YouTube again, because apparently the community back in 2008 and 2009 was amazing, and I missed out on it, so I want to see it. So, thank you for watching. Happy 2010. Look forward to 2011. Comment, rate, subscribe, and wear protection. Love ya.